dub anime is better than sub anime, and I can prove it today. I will show you that dub is better in every single way now. Sub is the ways of the past when it comes to anime. Later on, I will even be comparing the same two scenes from Solo Leveling, so stick around for that. Let's get into it, man. It's not that I hate sub, it's that sub is the way of the past, okay? For the people still saying, man, sub is clearly better. It's the original way intended to watch, right? If dub is better, then why do sub episodes come out first before dub? If you are literally choosing sub over dub, to me that makes no sense. It's like telling a Japanese person, hey man, Jinetonge, could you watch this in the USA version with your subtitles? You get how much sense that makes? It makes zero. They're going to tell you no. Why would they watch their own anime in a different language and only read it? Why would they do that? Why would we forcefully choose to watch an anime in subtitles in a different language? It's the same thing. They would say no. They would say, ain't no way I'm doing that. And I would respect that because I agree. I don't think that sub is better. Out of the big animes out right now, tell me one dub that's bad. Hunter x Hunter, better dub. Dragon Ball, better dub. Naruto, better dub. My Hero Academia's, that's like one of the new generation animes that everyone watches in dub. No one watches it in sub, not a soul. All these bigger animes got better dub. Sure, it is personal preferences. The peoples who voice X the dubs give it they all. And it seems more personally connected if you only speak English because I can actually understand what they're saying. Like, sure, I know when I'm watching sub that a character is mad just off their tones, but I'm never going to fully understand it because another thing is when you watch in sub, you are reading in your own head while listening to the person speak as background noise. When I am watching a sub anime, I am reading with my own voices in my head, right? And then I'm listening to the Japanese voice in the background. So I'm not even fully getting in the emotion of the character. This is another thing I will say. If you speak Japanese, of course sub is better. You actually understand it. Why would it not be? But I'm talking for people that speaks mainly English or only English and they choose to watch in sub. That stuff make no sense. Like, what type of problem you got with dub? Dub is literally not even bad. I have watched maybe one anime in my life where the dub was bad, and I don't even remember it. It was probably some throwaway anime. But all the big animes, even Black Clover, got better dub. Bigger animes got better dub. And the newer animes coming out have even better dub. Like Solo Levelings, for example. Solo Leveling has really good dub. It even got popular off of how good the dub was. But the sub, nobody talked about the sub though. No, nobody talked about it because it's just a sub. Like, people in English are gonna mess with a dub that they actually put in a crazy performance. So I'm gonna put an example on screen for you. Let's listen to Sung Jin Woo in subbed. Let's see his performance. It's pretty good, but now let's put on the dub performance, alright?
A genuine piece of trash to use me and throw me away for his benefit. I've got a family too. I wanted to make it home alive too.
See, you can't even lie. That's way crazier. And yes, you can say, well, not all animes have crazy dub voice actors like Solo Leveling. Some of them just don't have great dub. And sir, for those you can watch in sub, sure. But saying that sub is the better way to watch is crazy to me. Dub is literally just better for English speakers. I don't understand why sub is even considered better. Sub should be the second option. It should be the other way around. Sub should be the second option. Dub should be the main option. You should instantly default to dub. Unless the dub is that bad, sure, go to sub. Another main problem that I have with sub is you have to put your full focus on the sub or else you're not actually watching it correctly, right? You have to be reading what's on screen. With dub though, you could be typing up an essay or something like that, and then you could have dub on in the back, or you could understand the entire thing, look up from time to time. You be playing a game, you could be taking a dookie. Ooh, so lovely. Ooh, hold on. Ooh,
Sung Jin-woo water farming, man.
Like, just think about the difference in whenever Sung Jin-woo says arise in dub versus in sub. In dub, he's like, arise. And then in sub, he's like, arise humano. Like, what the the hell? If you are a Japanese speaker, then obviously it's going to be tougher because you can actually understand what he's saying and it makes more sense. But as a English speaker who only understands English, hearing a dude who speaks in my language saying arise, it just sounds cooler. Like, I don't understand why this is even up for debate.
You can't even multitask whenever you're watching anime and sub. Why would you even choose to do that? All my homeboys who got me into anime was saying, man, sub is way better, bro. Sub is how you should be watching anime. You watch a dub.
Man, this is 2026, bro. Even the 2020s, I would say that dub was better. But 2026, way different. Dub is on top. If you want to watch sub anime and that is your personal preference because you grew up with it or you started that way, or you want to flex, hey guys, I'm watching and sub, I'm watching and sub, you do you, man. Congratulations, we're all happy for you. But if you have another friend or family member that's talking about some, man, I'm gonna be watching this in dub, man. Oh, I've been watching in dub, man. It's tough. That sub friend,
you watching it in dub?
I could never do that. It has to be in sub. Like, it's not even translated correctly. But a sub is not even translated correctly. The only way to truly get a good translation of an anime is to learn Japanese. You want to argue that sub is the right way to watch anime? Go on ahead and open up Duolingo's. The AI Duolingo's. Go on ahead and open the bird up. And learn that Japanese then. If sub is really the best way, open up that Duolingo and learn. Then we'll talk. And sometimes some things in the sub version of an anime too don't even make any sense when they're written down. But then I'll switch it to dub and they'll say it in a way that makes more sense to English speakers. Like, they'll be like, let us go out back and take out the enemies in a good way. And then in dub, it'll be, let's go take out these enemies quickly. Or something, you know, something cooler. Something that just don't sound corny. Like, stuff in sub sometimes written down just be corny. Like, no one would even say that, even in the 1800s, whenever the anime taking place. Like, no one's even gonna say that. Another big example of how dub outshines sub is actually My Hero Academia. When Shigaraki transforms to his ultimate form, his voice literally changes in the dub. It goes from, hey guys, I'm Shigaraki, to, hey guys, I'm Shigaraki. Like, he has aura because his voice changes in the sub. Womp womp. They didn't even do that change. The sub voice actor stays the exact same. During the transformation, the exact same. The thing that I appreciate a lot about dub voice actors is they really go above and beyond because so much people hate on dub voice actors. Like, they really try their best in the performance to show that dubbed has its own benefits, you know? Don't just rule it out instantly. You can take the big three of anime. You can take Naruto, Dragon Ball, Bleach. The dub is better for all of them. Hot take, whatever you want to say. Say all you want, all you peoples that grew up with sub.
So like I said, I don't think that there should even be a debate on whether dub is better than sub. If you are an English speaker, dub is better.
To me, dub is better. I can see where the sub people is coming from if you grew up with it or you're used to it. Sure, I can understand that. But do not belittle other people that watch dub. Don't do it, bro. I've been watching dub this whole time. Sure, I watch some animes in sub if they're coming out. Like, hey, shout out Wistorias. I was watching Wistorias and a new episode's coming out. So I was just watching in sub because, you know, I was really excited. I think it really takes away from an anime a lot when you're watching it in dub and then you have to switch to a sub episode. Or even for Solo Levelings, for example, I watched the whole first season in dub. Second season, I had to watch the whole thing in sub. It's like disconnecting with a character that you knew so well the first season in English. It's like a whole different person in sub, you know, or in the Japanese language. You understand what I'm saying? Another example is like when I used to watch Dragon Ball when I was younger on the TV, right? On Cartoon Network. You know, it was in dub, right? But then it's like going from being so used to hearing Goku's voice when you're younger, you know, in English, to going and watching it in sub when you're older. And you're like, like I tried it in sub. I tried Dragon Ball Z. I watched Dragon Ball Z. I tried watching some episodes in sub. I can't stand Goku's voice in sub. I'm sorry, why does he sound like a baby? Like, it makes no sense to me. In dub, he actually sounds how I thought he would sound. How I think Goku should sound. Same thing with Frieza. Frieza just sounds a little too weird in sub. Like, I don't know. I think in dub it's like perfect. Like, you little monkeys, I'll kill all of you monkeys. But in sub it's like, like it's a little too much, you know what I mean? And then the Goku, like, it's too much, man. Anyways, with that being said, I would really like to know in the comments down below what y'all thinks. Dub over sub, sub over dub. What do y'all think versus the twos in anime?
And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.